Good morning, BCMS. Today is September 8th, 2015. Today is a B as in B day rotation. Please stand for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, BCMS. We take this time every day in the morning to do our morning announcements, and you'll notice we're coming to you live from our very own TV studio in the basement down in BCMS near Mr. Rubino's room. We do morning announcements this way to start our day to make sure we all listen the same way. So right now, all students, if you have anything in front of you, if you have a book bag next to you, you should stop what you're doing and make eye contact, look at me the same way I'm looking at you. All right, so one of the ways that we gauge whether or not you are listening in this building is whether or not you are making eye contact with the person who's speaking, and that doesn't just apply to teachers. So if a teacher calls on one of your peers to speak in class to answer a question, you should also be looking at that person. And not only just turning your head, but turning your whole body to face that person, so we know that you are fully attentive to what's going on. A couple of safety reminders for the morning, and we'll talk about our morning routine. First and foremost, a lot of bicycles, that's great. Great job with the riding of bicycles today. We want to make sure, though, that we don't trust our drivers in the morning. Sometimes we're in a little bit of a rush, so we would ask that if you're bicycling, when you get on school property, please walk your bike along the fence line if you're coming across with our crossing guard, and do not ride against drivers in our parking lot. We want to make sure you guys are safe, and we don't trust our drivers to make sure they're looking all their different ways. So let's make sure we're on that. Also, if you get here before 8:03 in the morning, the first place you check in is go in the main entrance and go right and have a seat in the auditorium. So students are not allowed to wander the building until 8:03 when you go to homeroom. If you have a pass from a teacher because you're coming in to take a test or make up work, you can go see that teacher, but only if you have permission from the teacher. Let's see. Also, folks, before I turn it over to Mr. Warford, you all have one of these. These are called our agenda books or our assignment notebooks. Inside that today, when you got yours today, you have an order form. I am going to send an email out to your parents, and here's how the email is going to go today. Parents, did your student remind you or show you their order form? So do not forget this, because I'm going to tell your parents that I told you not to forget it. So make sure that your agenda book goes home every night. This should be shown to your parents every night. And tonight, make sure that they see this order form, because everything that they need to order can be done online or by returning that order form. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Welcome back to school. We hope you had a great summer. And now over to Mr. Warford.
Good morning, BCMS. Happy 2015-16 school year. To our 7th and 8th graders, welcome back. To our 6th graders, welcome. You are in a great place. Each day this week and next week, either myself, Mr. Klugman, or Mr. Rizzo, our new hall principal, will be bringing you information that's important for you to know at the beginning of the day during our morning announcements until we have regular scheduled hosts or anchor students here to bring you announcements. So this morning we're going to talk quickly about buses. Morning arrival at school here is 8:03. If you ride the bus will open their doors at 8:03. If you walk or ride, you should be here at 8:03. You don't want to start your day late. You want to have time to go to your locker, get yourself organized, say hi to your friends. At 8:10, there is a bell. That bell signals that you have 3 minutes to get to your homeroom. It's kind of the warning bell. 8:10, let's get moving. By 8:13, all students are expected to be seated in homeroom waiting for morning announcements. All right? If you come in late, again, you're rushed and you're going to miss important information. School opens up early at 7:30 if you'd like to be dropped off. No student should be dropped off in the back of the building by the patroon house. So we should not see you sitting at the back table. We shouldn't see you sitting in the lobby at the downstairs patroon. All students that come in early should come to the front of the building and wait in the auditorium until 8:03. Regular dismissal, as Mr. Klugman said, you should write your bus route and your bus slot in the front of your agenda book this morning, so you know what slot you're looking for when you go outside this afternoon. Buses, we want to remind you that the buses that take you home in the afternoon then leave and pick up elementary students so they have another run to get to. It is important that at the end of the day, we get our materials, we get out to the buses, and we get the buses out on time. So you have plenty of time, but you don't have time if you socialize on the way out of the building. Today, at the end of the day, we will give extended time for our 6th graders and 7th and 8th graders to navigate your locker and to find your bus. And as always, there will be adults outside to assist you if you need that. Friends' houses. We highly encourage you to visit friends, to make friendships here, and to go to other people's houses after school. However, you will not be allowed on a bus unless you have a written note. So if you come up to Mr. Klugman, Mr. Rizzo, and myself at the end of the day and say, oh, Mr. Warford, I'm supposed to go over to my friend's house tonight, we're going to say, do you have a note from your parent that we need to sign off on? If you don't have that note, you will not be able to get on that bus. So you want to make sure that you're aware of that. Same thing applies with the late buses. Late buses run Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for people that participate in after-school programs or the pit. In order to get on a late bus, you will need to have a pass from the adult that coordinates that event. So if you walk around the building and then try to get on a late bus, you will not be let on if you don't have a pass, so you need to make sure that you have that taken care of. And then finally, anybody that walks or rides, please, we want to make sure that you're safe. The walkway along Kenwood Avenue is very narrow. Make sure that you walk in a way that is mindful of the traffic on the road. Never any pushing, shoving, or joking around. We want to make sure that people get here on time. And today we worked out well with the front circle, and until the construction is done, the front circle of the building will not be open. So we highly advise that you take the bus until we get that front circle done. At dismissal today, we will dismiss our 6th graders at 2:31. 7th and 8th graders will be dismissed at 2:26. So,
Switch that.
6th graders 2:31.
6th graders 2:26.
6th graders 2:26. 7th and 8th 2:31 for today. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a great day. Okay.